next. And what events are going to be putting up? The person I heard that's coming to Raiders got is another podcast. Like they're going to start showing up and doing podcasts. Not here, but just doing it on their own, or revamping or redoing their TV spot. It's going to be lit. I'm going to go ahead and introduce those people when they, another 4 to 5 minutes. But yes, this is Dacypher Radio. This is the moment, and you are tuning in, hanging out. So, what better way to start the show than with some music from peoples that we support, that we like, that love us, and, this is how we're going to have to keep it going. But before we get into that, do we have any due diligences, any events coming up?
Still on the 19th, we got the Split Shout coming
Yeah, buddy. That's exciting.
Gorilla Gang family and us.
Yes, sir. You know it.
Moment Radio.
Boom, 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 boom.
That's going to be at the Lit Club.
Yep.
In Rhode Island.
Providence, Rhode Island, yep. So, it's going to be a Saturday night in Providence, Rhode Island. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's going to be huge.
We get Liddy over there. Better place than to be at the Lit Club.
And that's law. That's what I keep hearing. Keep hearing that Providence is the place to go on the weekends. You know what I mean? I don't really make it out there on the weekends, but making it out there tomorrow, I got to host the show. We're hosting it, right? It's not only are we putting it on, we're actually hosting the show, too.
Yes.
And there goes the computer.
We're going to have a lot of surprise guests, surprise performances.
Yep.
A lot of dope artists coming up on the tab for that.
Can't wait for that. We have Gorilla Gang's whole family.
Yep. Oh, man, it's going to be a great showcase. I can't wait for that. Next, do we have something the 26th? Or is it 23rd?
What's going on? For sure, I'm not sure what's really going on. But there's mad stuff going on that 23rd to the 26th. That's all I know. There's a bunch of events going on. There's going to be some at the Reggie Lewis Center. My boy Mike Smith told me about the road team is going to be there. They're going to have the whole basketball thing down there. It's going to be huge. So it's one of the biggest basketball events in Mass. So,
wow.
I'm just saying, you heard it here.
Dacypher Radio.
Just in time for the basketball season, popping off NBA style.
Right? Because doesn't that start like next week or something?
Yeah.
So, like you said.
And there's been a little bit of controversy surrounding the NBA as of late.
Oh yeah, like what?
In regards to China.
China.
One of the GM for the Houston Rockets, Daryl Morey, he put out a tweet recently talking about, showing support for the protesters in Hong Kong.
What are they protesting?
For democracy and
okay.
going on.
Right.
And, that didn't sit over too well for the Chinese government, who was like, yo, we're not about to not broadcast the games that y'all gonna be having over here. And the NBA's commissioner was like, yo, it's regrettable that he said that, And a lot of people took those comments as kind of like weird, like, what do you mean? Like, how is that regrettable that he's saying fight for democracy and all that stuff? And a lot of people were like, wow, NBA, you try to be this moral thing, and now you're over here, basically contradicting yourself for your bottom line. And that really woke it up in my own eyes, like, yes, this is all just a business at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. You can't get mad at these athletes when they're just like, yo, I'm making a better play for myself, you know what I mean? Because the NBA, just the whole entire NBA structure just showed you that, hey, we're willing to, compromise our own views for the protection of our bag. And the controversy got further pushed when LeBron spoke out, and further ration.
Yeah, I guess so. Right?
Ration that GM who said that, because he was basically like, yo, you wasn't thinking, all that stuff. I don't know. It's just like a lot of hypocrisy kind of being spewed left and right. From how I'm looking at it and seeing it, it's just like, there's a lot of understandable parts. Though LeBron did make a good point in saying like, yo, like, we was about to go play over there. Why would you say that when we go over there? What if they do some negative splish on us?
Right.
They splash us.
Exactly. Then what happens?
And that point, I was like, okay, LeBron, I'll give you that. But everything else, that's subjective at best. Some of the things that he was saying.
Dang. Some people are just always looking for kind of an escape to get away from all that anyways. Going over there. That's probably what he was looking forward to. Like, yo, I'm getting away from all this over here. And now I can't go over there because y'all over here playing around.
You know what I'm saying? Just coming out the mouth all crazy.
If people just supposed to be okay with this. Like he was like, nah, not okay. Not okay. But, hey, like you said, things happen.
Yeah.
And, you're in the middle of that because you're a superstar.
Yeah.
So, handle that. Take care of that. Take care of that. You know what I mean? Like, that's your thing.
I'll do this tomorrow.
Right? I got other things to talk about.
Yeah, that was kind of off tangent, but off of, what you were talking about, more on a positive note of the basketball event coming up. So, what's that?
I wish I wish my computer didn't die right here, but I could probably look it up on my phone. But I can get into that when I come back. Definitely give you all the information for that for sure.
Yes.
But we also have the Up in Smoke Volume 2 show by K Smooth. Chaz Ray is hosting that along with K Smooth. And so that's going to be out there in Cloud 9. So, make sure Sammy's Patio. So make sure y'all go check that out. You know what I mean? Got events coming up where we're going to try to be at and we're going to try to be splishing at. So we're going to make sure that you guys get the gist here first because it's Boston. Why not give it to the Boston people first? But yeah, man. Like I said, with that being said, we got people already coming up the stairs, so we're going to get them prepared, hopefully, and make sure we get this show on the road. Yep. And we're gonna go ahead with a song by Kid Crash talking about the escapes. We got a perfect song right here. Go Ahead and Escape by Kid Crash over on here on Dacypher Radio.
Oh, we are.
Yo. It's summertime and it's nice around. I got the music up and my top is down, and then I see this girl thinking, what's her name? So I park my car and told her, here's the plan. Now we can go anywhere you want. Just pack your bag, girl, let's ride. We're in for a night of fun when you're right by my side. Now we can go to the beach and float to our paradise. I know how you feel inside, so go ahead and escape. Yeah. Oh man, ain't going where you want. So go ahead and escape. Yeah. Oh man, ain't going where you want. Oh, she's grabbing the pins so I can give it a finish. She got a bite so bad, call her minutes to minutes. Don't know if she's for the game. Just the work is a winner on a non-stop flight to the fastest pistol. I'm trying to buy what it's sold and let her flow with the fences. She's talking late night strolls and getting showered with kisses. We cruise all night long like love is the mission. Now I'm stuck in this game like I handle my business. Now we can go anywhere you want. Just pack your bag, girl, let's ride. We're in for a night of fun and you're right by my side. Now we can go to the beach and float to our paradise. I know how you feel inside, so go ahead and escape. Yeah. Oh man, ain't going where you want. So go ahead and escape. Yeah. Oh man, ain't going where you want. Now it's that summertime, town, girls getting wet and wild. Music bars rolling up, washing drinks, rolling up. Looking good, smelling great, couples pulling lemonade. Cheap by cheap, now why they hate. I'm the steady going night. That summertime, town, girls getting wet and wild. Music bars rolling up, washing drinks, rolling up. Looking good, smelling great, couples pulling lemonade. Cheap by cheap, now why they hate. I'm the steady going night. So go ahead and escape. Yeah. Oh man, ain't going where you want. So go ahead and escape. So go ahead and unscathed. Ain't go where you want. So go ahead and unscathed. Ain't go where you want.
Dacypher Radio.
Sex me from what I see, but I won't let you take advantage of me. You keep on asking to take me home. You need to stop because the answer is no. I'm not your girl and you're not my man. So what will it take for you to understand that you'll never ever hit it, like you'll never ever get it? You need to move on and you need to forget it. I see it in your eyes, you can't disguise that. You don't want a relationship, but let me tell you now, I ain't that chick. You hit 'em up and then they get it up, but you got the wrong one, you got the wrong one. You ain't to none, you ain't get to none. I'm joining the key, the king of me, and I ain't about to open up my legs just because you took me on a date. It takes some love, it takes some love, so you need to back up, you need to back up. And now I gotta let you know what's up. You got the wrong one, you got the wrong one. You only wanna sex me and you're getting none. I said you got the wrong one, you got the wrong one. Who you think you're fooling, your chickens up. I won't be fooled and I won't believe your lies. All you wanna do is get between my thighs. I told you before and I'll tell you again. I ain't interested in no one night stand. But thank you for the dinner and movies, but I ain't about to let you use me. When you step to me, you should've had some game. That's right. I won't be played by you anyway. I'm a stunner from Boston. You can't pull one over me, cause I'm cautious. You don't know me and you didn't even try, cause you was too busy trying to get between my thighs. But you'll never get it, you never will. So you need to step back and you need to chill. I'm joining the Kia, it's my Kia, and I ain't about to open my legs just because you took me on a date. It takes some love, it takes some love, so you need to back up, you need to back up. And now I gotta let you know what's up. You got the wrong one, you got the wrong one. You only wanna sex me and you're getting none. I said you got the wrong one, you got the wrong one. Who you think you're fooling, your chickens up. Break it down, break it down. You got the wrong one, you got the wrong one. You got the wrong one, you got the wrong one. Can't get up. The wrong one, you got the wrong one. You got the wrong one, you got the wrong one. And I'm out. And I'm out.
What is this?
Dacypher Radio.
Yo. What's poppin', everybody? How you guys doing? We back, man. How y'all like them songs? Everybody like them songs. All we doing is playing in the hot splishes. That's all we do. I love all the music that we got. Like, it's just so good. Like, I can listen to all that in the car, at the radio, getting drunk, splishing. You know, it's just all the same to me. Not all the same, but like it's all like in the same caliber of song. Like, what? But yeah, we got guests here. They're just downstairs, waiting to come up. But it's gonna be cool because once they come up here, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and introduce them. We got Miss SK coming in the building, coming to Splish to the studio today. She's gonna talk about, right? Give her a round of applause if I had the buttons ready. But no, good people. New England's New Orleans Miss Bling Queen, you know, she just came back from the A3C, did a couple events out there, so she's coming down and talk to everybody, talk to you guys, talk to us, tell about the experience, you know, tell about what the artist missed out on if you didn't go, or what happened if you did go, you know, it's just a good conversation, can't wait for that. And then later today, we also have African Man Born coming in to talk about what he's got going on, when he's gonna be, where he's gonna be, when he's gonna be doing his thing, and what events he's got coming up. And he's actually got, you know, he's redoing one of his podcast TV things too, TV series, TV podcasts. I don't know. I'm sure he'll tell you about it when he shows up. And that's all that, you know, that's what's coming up for the show. But until then, you know, we want to just make sure you guys know what's going on, and we wanted to keep you updated. But with that being said, we can go back to playing some more music. I mean, unless you have something else to add.
No.
Yeah.
Today we have a game tonight. Big conference or divisional game against the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Let me know who you think is going to win, point spread, all of that stuff. Getting into sports betting, so I need to know the inside scoop. Yeah, let's get in. But
Are you serious?
in the same way.
Hey.
Yeah, big game tonight. Kansas City's looking to bounce back after 2 losses at home. I think 2 losses at home.
That's wild.
Yeah,
I mean,
they've been high flying powered offense. You know, Patrick Mahomes, all that stuff. So that's a surprise to a lot of people.
you be thinking that they was getting it together. But hey, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles. I love that movie. But yeah, so you know, this is how that goes. You gotta put the work in. Nobody can really do any favors. You gotta just do it and make sure it happens.
Exactly.
You know, we're gonna cut the commercial break, and I'm sure when we come back, the guests will be upstairs. But with that being said, we dipping out to the commercial, Dacypher Radio, The Moment, Lane Linguini,
Billy Biscuit.
and we about to play Young Damon, No Favors.
What is this?
Dacypher Radio.
Love me. Screw free. I'ma get money, get paper. Delete it. Can't save her. Remember when I needed to act disabled? Do you remember me? Just switch tables. I can't do no favors, no favors. 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 Every time I hit the asking for a bill. Record label hit me, I'm asking for a meal. Took a hand out, I ain't since I was little. Got your hand out, I'm asking you for real. Cheap money on the beat, got this motherfucker down from I-16 back up spaghetti jump. Shit money all week, you better get something. Middle fingers up, you and for trumpet. Acting like I owe my own shit. She wanna hold something, she can hold it. Tell me what the f was you and I was tryna be that case. From my face, cheap money, drop the bass. I'ma get money, get paper. Delete it, can't save her. Remember when I needed to act disabled? Do you remember me? Just switch tables. I can't do no favors, no favors. 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 I can't do no favors. Can't help you, shorty, I cannot save you. Can't shelter, damn near fell out 'cause I ain't selfish, but I done got my groove back like Stella. Remember when I started rapping and you laughed at me? Did it by myself, now you mad at me. Told her how I felt and she did me back nasty. Stop with me, how the f you back happy? I forgive, but a nigga don't forget. So that's how I feel when you say you on your. When you was in the field, I couldn't even get a sip. Now you wanna work deals, I can't front a nigga shit. I'ma get money, get paper. Delete it, can't save her. Remember when I needed to act disabled? Do you remember me? Just switch tables. I can't do no favors, no favors. 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 I gotta get that paper. Gotta let you haters. No favors, no favors. Can't save her. Remember when I needed to act disabled? Do you remember me? Just switch tables. I can't do no favors, no favors. 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 Yo, music, day. Do you got that? Love me. Screw free. Yeah. You haters. No favors, no favors. Yeah. Josh, you hear me singing that motherfucker.
What is this?
Dacypher Radio.
Can't stop thinking about you. Day and night, I'm dreaming of you. I know what I want. I know what I want. You care so much.
What is this?
Dacypher Radio.
Well. We finally did what we told you, what we said we were gonna do. We got the guest in the building. You know what I'm talking about? You know, so you've met her before, you've seen her before, but for those of you who don't know, I'm gonna let her just introduce herself so you can see it.
What's popping, y'all? Y'all already know what time it is. It's New England's Bling Queen, your girl, Miss SK. What's going on?
See, I told you, Miss New England's being Bling Queen. So I told you got to put that in the beginning because that's where she's.
Yeah, for
You
real.
know, she got the whole thing on lock. The whole England all of that whole phrase on lock.
Right.
Word. Yes. You know, like I said, she's been on the show before, but you know, it's always good to keep up and talk and splish with the people you know. You know, so what's up?
I
How
know,
you
because
been?
what? Last time I seen y'all was when? The 28th when we did Jambalaya Showcase. Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's been a couple days. What's that? What's that? September has how many days? 30. So it's been about 20 days. Yeah, man. It's
Yeah, a lot
crazy.
has happened.
Yeah. And that's how this goes to show a lot can happen in a couple weeks. Like, you ever think that you can't change your life? Let me tell you, you can do anything in a couple weeks. Enough time,
Yeah, you can do anything in a few days, in like 24 hours.
I could do it. I could drink this cup in 2 minutes. No, I was kidding. A couple seconds, you know?
Yo, for real. Good day.
Boom. But yeah, yes. Miss New England's Bling Queen took a trip a little south, right? I guess I could say that, huh?
Right, I just got back from the A3C.
Yeah, you know, I wish I had my sounds today, but I don't have them, so I can play some random ones, though. You know what I'm saying? That's always cool. Let's see what this one's about.
The sound effects.
Yeah. Oh, but they're going to make me sign in. You can't make me sign in. Don't do this to me. Don't do it.
Damn, see?
Got some Chewbacca noises.
Oh, I'm
okay.
not
You
dead.
know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Oh.
Bazinga.
That's a good one. I like that one.
Yo,
Maybe we'll just
solid.
play with some random sounds today. But yes, just got back from A3C.
That's right.
Yeah, I seen stories, I seen snaps, I seen it all, and I'm mad I missed out. But
I know we definitely are sad that y'all couldn't make it through, but you know there's always next year. But gear up
Yes.
because you already told you South by Southwest is coming.
that's happening.
You feel me? So you definitely got some time for sure. But you know I love the A. It was definitely nice to kind of. I'm not saying it was crazy warm, but it was definitely warmer than here. I'm sure.
Oh yeah, with all that wind going on right now outside.
But A3C, it was definitely dope. You know, I definitely brought some people from the Bean with me. You know, matter of fact, I got tuning in now is Q Breath, so he was out there. So big shout outs to him because he
Hey.
did his thing.
Yes.
You all know God's Warrior. He was out there too with me.
Yep, you already
You know,
know.
he also did his thing, had a few shows. Let me see who else came from the Bean. G Dot and Born. I'm not sure if y'all met them before, but they was out there. Cake Swag. You know, she came out.
Cake swag.
Let's see who else. Oh, JR, he came out.
Oh,
Yeah.
JR Native.
You already
Yep,
know
yep,
that
yep.
JR Native. That's my dude right there.
He was at the jambalaya.
Yes.
Yes.
So a few other people, whatever, came out. So it was definitely nice. Even people that didn't necessarily had shows with me. You know, Boston was definitely in presence, or I should say, the East Coast in general. We was definitely there.
Dare I
in the
say
end.
it? The New England area.
Yeah. You are referring to it properly.
Yeah, see, you gotta make sure you put everybody on the map because we all gotta support everybody if we all gonna get out there.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
Yeah, man.
That's how it goes.
No, but I can honestly say each show was a success. You know what I'm saying, for the most part.
How many?
You know,
How many? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. But how many shows did you have out there? Because I know
4.
Four shows. You hear that? 4 shows.
Yes.
So if you need
4.5,
placement-
but you don't want to count the half. Like, you know what I mean? Like, really just 4 solid ones.
what's that, like spades, 4 impossible?
I know someone's like, how can you have a half show? It's, you know, when you out there, people call you like, oh, I want your special guest. Oh, who's over here? And oh, I want you to do that. So I'm like, all right, whatever.
That's like every household should have 2.5 kids.
Right.
You
Like that
know,
show.
how
What's
do you
that
get
show?
that?
2.5 Men?
Yeah, hey, you know, hey. So you're, you know what's popping, you know what's happening. But
Right,
yeah,
right.
so 4 shows out there. You said everything was smooth.
Everything was good for the most part. You know, I try to take everything, you know, like I say in general, I take everything as a FYI in general. So, you know what I mean? Every situation, let's keep it real. You got your good and you got your bad. You know, I brought some dope people with me. I brought
Oh,
some.
as always, as always.
You know, I brought
You always splishing
some
out.
lessons with me.
Oh.
You know,
Okay.
just keep it like that.
Okay.
You know,
You know.
out there, you know, and I also made some dope connections and networked with some new people.
Nice.
One of my shows actually that I did with, ironically enough, we met out there. So we connected, you know what I mean, through a mutual party, put together the whole thing, and then when we lunk up out there, you know what I'm saying, we did the show, and it was good, you know what I mean. So yeah, so you know what I'm saying. So it was definitely good. Like I said, I definitely learned some lessons out there. You know, in terms of I think people together. You know what I mean? So like this is what I
Okay.
say. I don't expect everyone to be friends. You get what I'm saying? Because let's be real. Everybody got different personalities, right?
Yep.
You know, but I just expect for everybody to be grown and respect one another. You feel me?
Yes.
And you know, so that's what I mean. The trip had its highs and the lows, had some cattiness. It had some great times,
Okay.
and then it had some, you know,
Could've
some
been-
other times.
Could have been some better times.
That's right. That's right.
Okay.
But all in all, it was definitely a good time for sure.
Word. Well, I'm glad that was, you know, things went according to plan for the most part. You know, but so in A3C, like, what were some of the were some big names out there? People that you like, you know,
there's a lot of
mentors
people.
and
So I'll tell you. So all right. So if you're an artist, so you can kind of show. So you wear this badge about that for you guys, so you guys can see. And then this is one of the wristbands that you'll wear, right? That's for the conference. So they have different color bands. And that one's to attend the conference. So like one of the conference I attend had like T.I., Charlamagne the God, you know, and a lot of other different people. And if you kind of look, so I tell people the best way, even when you're out there, A3C had its own app. So if you download the app, it kind of gave you the times of when different conferences and shows was taking place, and you can just go. So once you have that, you could just prioritize your day accordingly. So literally, you know, it really starts early. So you kind of got to be on it because it starts like in the morning and it runs throughout the whole entire day.
Right.
And now, you know, later on in the day, there's like other shows and other events. So, you know, no one is at the convention center, you know, 24/7.
Right.
But, you know, that's why the app is good, as well as the app is better than the website, you know, so that's why it's good. So you can kind of whim through and see, oh, I want to be part of that particular, you know, show or conference or whatever, just to kind of tune in. And, you know, you get a lot of good insight. They talked about various different things, not only just the music, but just life in general, politics, what's going on in the world today, you know, and stuff like that, which is definitely good, you know what I mean? Because they hear different perspectives. So perspectives of, you know, the people who we may look up to or idolize, you know, to get their kind of perspective on what's going on in the world, you know, along with hearing just other people, because they do like a Q&A. At the end of every conference, which is nice. So yeah, so overall, like I said, is really, really, really dope. You know, like I said, the convention center is there to be part of it. I also had a chance to go back to the Trap Museum.
Oh.
I was excited about that. I kept telling everybody, you can ask anybody that was there, I'm like, yo, we got to go back to the Trap Museum. We got to go to the Trap Museum. I wanted to go like with everybody, like a whole big crew. I mean, I definitely went with a group, but not as big of a group I wanted to with all of us out there.
Yeah, I hear you.
Just because when I went last year is when they first opened it, and I took the third tour. T.I. did the first two tours.
Oh, man.
So I missed doing the one with him, but it's all good. It was definitely still dope. So I got to see the different changes that he made in the ads. So he did some subtractions of some people.
Sometimes you gotta make changes.
Added some people. So like, for instance, you know, he had a big thing for Nipsey there, you know, which was nice. And other people who he added on. So like Cardi, I got to see her now like added there. And, you know, he subtracted. Let's just keep it real. I mean, I ain't like, he took out Kodak. You know what I mean?
Hey.
He took out some other people.
Sometimes
you know,
you gotta do that.
But it was nice, you know what I'm saying? Just to see it rearranged around. When I first went to, they didn't have a bar, so they got a bar in there. So like when you're in there, you can walk around, you can have your drinks. Plus they got an escape room.
What? Yo, they got everything in there.
Yeah,
A trap, an escape from the trap room.
Right. So the whole museum. So they call it the Trap Museum, right?
Right.
And so you walk through, and it's literally tributes to a lot of great people in the hip hop culture from back then to current.
Right.
And in there, they have an escape room, and it's like called "Can You Escape the Bluff?" Right? And it's pretty dope. So it's like you're in a trap house, and essentially, not to give away all of it, but to give you a little snippet, you just got to try to flush the drugs and the money before the police bust in.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And so it's definitely unique. It's different. It's cool. I recommend anybody who goes to go. It's really inexpensive. It's only $10. You know what I mean? To go and have a good time.
I thought you said you didn't mean to go.
No. I
Stumbled in, had to flush the drug down the toilet. Oh my god!
Oh my gosh! I know. No. No. So to do the escape room, you have to coordinate online. So you have to like register and do that. But to go to the museum, you just go. You know what I mean? You just can go. So they do. I think they have days that it was free. Like last year was free. They are charging this year, but it's like $10.
I
And
need
it's an experience.
to make it out there. So you already told you what the deal was. So next year I'm going for show. No questions asked.
You got to. You have to.
I have to.
Nah, I definitely recommend it. It's an experience that anybody. My hotel was super lit. Let me tell you, my hotel had happy hour every day. Can I tell you that?
What?
Wow.
Happy hour every day. And the happy hour, so we go to happy hour, right? Happy hour just generally means drinking early with cheaper drinks, right?
Yeah.
No, this was drinking early with free drinks, okay?
Oh,
Like unlimited
Let me
free
just-
drinks.
Let me just stretch my neck so I can break it.
I'm just I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, I tell anybody that really knows me, they know when I'm here, I don't drink. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't drink at all
No,
because I'm
she's-
usually driving on the road.
Business lady all the way through, 100%.
Yeah, I'm like super sober, everything.
SS hashtag that.
Yes. But I definitely dibbled and dabbled out there, you know what I'm saying, with the drinking. You definitely missed out what I told you, what I'll do with you
See?
out there, you know what I'm
See
saying?
what I'm saying? See? So now I gotta wait a whole year.
for real.
Damn. But that's okay though, because that just makes it that much better when it happens.
That's right. Yeah, I know, but so like I said, my hotel was super lit for that. Also, Ruth Chris was in my hotel, and you get free breakfast from there every day.
What? I don't even want to play no sounds. Like I'm just so like dumbfounded. I don't even know what sound to really play.
Oh, Trigger.
What?
Trigger just tuned in. I met him in the A. He's a super dope artist.
Okay, where yo split outs to these people. Yo, split outs to them. Maybe we should definitely do some collab stuff. Get the A up here or bring New England down there. It's like some actual stuff. I'm always with it to make something happen.
Nah, Trigger. He's actually if I correct me if I'm wrong. So he's Asian, but he's from Jamaica. So you know what I'm saying. He's Jamaican.
Boop, boop.
And so it was definitely dope. He did one of my shows. He did my show on Saturday with my boy Woodrow from Atlanta Records. So shout out to him.
He does
and
reggae?
Hip Hop Weekly. Nah,
Okay.
he's on his trap stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Gotta get that money. It doesn't matter. Money does not discriminate.
Oh yeah. Nah, for sure. So but yeah, and so and that was the event at the Ghost Bar. So that was super lit. Out there. So what y'all doing back home? What was going on? Keeping the seats warm over here. What's happening?
So before we get into that, I'm about to cut into commercial because that's a hot topic.
All right, let's do that.
Yes. But yes, Miss SK is in the building talking about A3C. And we're going to talk about what we were doing, keeping the seats warm out here. You know what I'm saying? Lane Linguini, Billy Biscuit. And this is the
Make a split
moment.
sound.
This is the
Yes.
moment on Dacypher Radio. We will be right back.
Hey.
What is this?
Dacypher Radio.
With my girls tonight and we looking fly. Ain't stunning on nigga up to the sky. I'm with my girlfriend, and you know that if you with your girlfriend, put your glasses to the sky. That's what the girls do. That's what us girls do. Hey, that's what us girls do. That's what us girls do. Yeah. All my ladies, raise your glass. You're a queen and so perfect. Don't let no one tear you down. Know your girls will hold you down. Let go. Have fun. The party's just begun. Got my girls by my side. We always stay lit. That's just our style. Never leave my side. Because my girls all ride or die. Girlfriend, you came to party tonight. If you with your girlfriend, put your drinks up to the sky. I'm with my girlfriend, and you know that down. If you with your girlfriend, put your glasses to the sky. That's what the girls do. That's what us girls do. Hey, that's what us girls do. That's what us girls do. Yeah. That's what us girls do. Yeah. That's what us girls do. Yeah.
Dacypher Radio.
What is this?
Dacypher Radio.
Oh no, I know you can feel it. Motivated hustle music. Rest in peace, Nipsey Hussle. You can feel it all over. You can feel it. You can feel it all over. You can feel it. You can feel it all over. Yeah. You can feel it. You can feel it, yes, all over. My realm is a hill named Elm in Boston. Originally from Columbia Point, not forgotten. Spreading like a spore from a core that's rotten. It's tough like steak when it's overly baked or broiled. I leave your fresh rhyme spoiled when I got the mic coil like a boa. Venomous rhymes to strike you down like a nova. With a drunk driver behind the control, more down that air like grass if you roll too slow. So here we go. For all those who don't know, it's Tasha D on the MIC. Give you some of what your LIKE with no rehearsal. Underground, not commercial. Whatever my tongue brung come from my head first show. And then they fall like dominoes down the hall. Or a skyscraper at the mercy of a wrecking ball. Ball and catch a wreck on the musical set. Tasha D, now you know, so don't ever forget. Throw it in your dome. I'm representing South Zone. Nurturing the seedling till it's full grown. And you can feel it. You can feel it all over. You can feel it. You can feel it all over. You can feel it. You can feel it all over. Yeah. You can feel it. You can feel it, yes, all over. I'm off on my own, so y'all can be sure that my lyrical technique of speech is pure, and I'm revealing it with no lies. It's no surprise how I keep it tight like chastity belts at night. Despite all the rumors and the lies, the futile tries to fade a like my sides. But I'm in this for the long ride. Beside those who chose to clone, get outshone in one stride. I tried to hide to avoid the stress and aggression that I felt in all musical sessions. But I always blessed the scene, representing the beam with flavor. Theme was leaving niggas guessing like jeans, cause they was starving to see how I be carving. Slabs out of mental caverns, rocking taverns and residents. Command the winds like storm, X them in before they can begin to get it on. Got more in store for my friends and foes, for my ghetto bitches, other toes and sport coats. Cause the time is now, with no room to conceal it. Tasha D's on the mic, ain't no more appealing. You can feel it. You can feel it. You can feel it all over. You can feel it. You can feel it all over. Yeah. You can feel it. You can feel it, yes, all over. You can feel it. You can feel it all over. Yeah. All over. You can feel it.
What is this?
Dacypher Radio.
It's a whole. Yo, right? Haunted house is going on over here at Dacypher Radio. You know what it is, man. But yeah, yes. We are back. We played a couple Boston artists. We played an Atlanta artist just now in honor of the A3C. Kid Music, Girlfriends. You know, I hope y'all was splishing with that song, splishing with the tune. And we played Tasha D. You can feel it, because, you know, we got to feel that vibe after all that going on, you know. Conference, festival, the vibe, the energy just comes back with the person in the room. And, like, I don't feel like I was there, but I wish I was there.
Yes. But like I said, definitely dope. I recommend it for anybody, like artists. You know, if you're into the arts, I should say in general. So you don't have to be an artist, a promoter, or into any. You just have to be into the arts in general, and that's where you should be at. So because there's unlimited opportunity to network, and you'll meet a whole bunch of people. You know what I'm saying? But with that being said, even though you're gonna meet new people, so let me just say this: be loyal to the people who's loyal to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's stop the fuckery. Like, I'm tired of people, and excuse my language.
That's how you know it's real. It's real. It's real.
You know what I'm saying?
She knows
like,
the rules, and
I'm
she
just,
said that
just
anyways.
me personally, I'm just somebody. Listen, if I care for you, I really do. And if I love hard. So if I mess with you, I rock with you, I do. So, I just expect it to go both ways.
Right,
You get
right.
what I'm saying?
Of course.
And that's how it should be in anything in life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm the type that I don't block nobody's blessings because I don't want my blessings to be blocked. But with that being said, just be loyal to the people who's loyal to you, and just don't be so quick to jump ship and all the dumb stuff. You know what I'm saying? Just because you meet somebody new doesn't mean they're speaking some real things to you, or they're trying to sell you a dream. Or they may be trying to sell you a dream, I should say that. And then also, with that being said, at the same standpoint, doesn't mean that they're not trying to sell you a dream, or that they are selling you a dream, because they could be speaking some real stuff to you. You get what I'm saying? But the moral story is to stay true to the people who you know you should stay true to. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Take that with a whole heavy hand.
Right.
Whole FYI.
Just read in between.
yeah.
Those lines, you know what I'm saying?
Just make sure you can see clearly. You know
Right.
But yeah, no, hey, and that happens, It's always something. It's never like, it's smooth sailing for a little bit, but people see different things, people want different things, people see a different vision for themselves, But
and that's nothing wrong with that. Like, see a different vision for yourself, but it's always the right way to go about things. You feel what I'm saying?
Don't splash on anybody else when you can be splishing.
Right.
Come on.
And mind your business.
Ugh.
Like, if you had that song right now, no, but I think it has profanity in it.
Yeah.
But mind your business. If it has nothing to do with you, stay in your lane. That's, like, this world would be a better place if people just stay in their lane and mind their business. And, females stay in their lane in terms of if I'm having a situation between me and either another female girl or whatever the case may be, let it be our thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes they be spectators, a female or a dude, and maybe this sounds a little sexist, But like, I just can't stand when a man gets involved in a female's situation. It's like, stay over there. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah, I definitely don't agree with that either.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely met a few in the A. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they're from there, but I definitely met a few in the A. Like, dude, what you doing over here in our whole business over here? Like, don't you got something else going on over there? And if you don't, I'm sorry, but you need to get something else. Don't worry about what we got going on over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
that
you know.
outside is really, I actually had like a similar experience. Just when people just come in, just trying to get in the whole whatever.
Right,
Like
right.
you don't really know what's going on. You know how things are run. You don't know what's going on between those people. Like you should tread lightly.
Right.
Come in like ease your way in. Make more friends. I don't understand why people don't make friends anymore. Like you got through your whole life going through school. You know what I'm saying? You went to school. Elementary, middle, high school. You went to college. All that. You have friends you can go to. You have people you could talk to. You have people you could, I'm not feeling cool today. Let's go get a drink. Oh, yeah, I'm with you. What happened to doing that? What happened to making sure that everybody was good all around you?
Because,
People lose focus of that.
well, see,
That's
before you
crazy.
add that little last piece, I was going to say, it's quite obvious why things are not like that anymore. And that's because, people grow up and go through life and have experiences.
I don't grow up.
So, but,
Yeah, but you can't hold every experience against the same. You know what I'm saying? You walk through, you be.
No,
huh?
but I'm not. No, what I'm saying is that people are gonna have that in the back of their mind. Like last time, there was some for example, somebody might say, last time I was, nice to a stranger, dude wound up, robbing me.
Yeah,
so
stealing.
I'm gonna be a little bit
Leery.
extra. Yeah, you know what I mean. And that's totally fine too. Yo, you don't, like you said, you don't know where people are coming from to be like, oh, you should be acting this one type of way. Like maybe they used to.
Say.
I don't know. Maybe it's just, I don't know. I think it's easy for me to be like, yo, what up? And they're like, yo, what up? But I'm like, hey, what's good? And then next thing I know, I'm doing something. I'm like making something happen, or
that's what I was gonna say too. Like that little piece that you added on at the end is making sure people, the people around you are good. Yeah, now that that should be a common practice. You know what I mean? Like the fact that people don't do that or like are that selfish to be like, yo, I don't care. Like I don't care if it's gonna benefit me in the long run. You can't get none. Like that's crazy. Like, those people are insane. But
yo, could you imagine though? All right, ready? You know how you made through our whole life, right? Imagine you didn't have any of those people. You went through elementary school. You just 2 + 2 is 4. 5 + yo Johnny, what? Yo, shut up. All right. You know what I mean? Like your whole life, so like
man, self-made.
Yeah, or
You said real.
or I guess if you didn't crack under that pressure.
Yeah, if you.
But
if
like
you
mad people go through pressure because they feel like they don't have anybody.
Yeah.
All the time I see that on Facebook.
all the time.
I ain't got nobody. All right, but listen,
we all know that's a damn lie.
Well,
most of the time.
maybe.
I mean,
but let me
but
tell you
I
this:
guess
perception's everything.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like even I'll say it like myself. I know a whole bunch of people, and I'm like by many, I'm cool with a lot of people, but there's very few that I really mess with like that. I'm Dolo everywhere I go. You know what I'm saying? I pull up anywhere. Like people be like, yo, you about to go over there by yourself? I'm like, yeah.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Because at the end of the day, I got tired of waiting for people. How
Yeah.
many times you want to do something, you really want to do it, and then, you got this, that, and a friend that got 1,000
I
excuses.
like that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, my friends, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna keep it 1,000. My friends started off with this kid game early. I don't personally have any kids myself. You know what I mean? I'm auntie to everybody. I'm like Trick Daddy. I love the kids. But,
Gotta take care of the children.
but my friends started off in 8th grade, and it just was cycling from there. And so, if I didn't go out and took the initiative to go and do something myself, then I would never get places. So,
Right.
anytime somebody tells me something, I'm always pulling up Dolo. Now, very, very suddenly, a few times, you may see me with somebody or whatever the case may be. And just because I'm with them doesn't mean they're like maybe my people's like that. But like sometimes when I hear somebody say that they may not really got nobody, they may truly feel that way because just because they're surrounded by people or may know people, they may not really feel like they got somebody that they really can count on if they really needed something.
But damn, like how you go through your whole life
that'd be crazy.
and not get that one
That's
person?
that anime.
Yeah, right. You gotta be like, I gotta go get stronger. F everybody.
Yeah.
Put the mic down for like
Listen,
6
you know what
years.
my number one is? My mother, and thank God for her. Let me tell you, my mother's my everything. My mother's
hear
my
that.
rider. My mother just everything. You get what I'm saying?
Yo.
Like at the end of the day, if I have nobody, my mother's there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why I was blessed to never have to highlight anything to my mother, because you know a lot of parents that say, "Oh, tell me and I'll be there," and this and that. And sometimes
It's a lie.
it may be a lie or some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna get in
Mhm.
trouble? Nah. You know what I'm saying? My mother, like, when I told her anything from good to bad,
That's
she
what's
was
up.
there and we figured it out. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's where it really needs to start. Or like maybe it's not like I don't got nobody. Maybe it's the family. Like you know what I mean? Because you're not really born with anybody in the first place, except for the family and the people you come out of, obviously.
Right.
So I mean, maybe it's just more connection at home or something. I don't know. I just feel like there's something missing between a lot of people that when I go out and I'm like, yo, I'm trying to do this. I even feel some type of way walking up and be like, yo, hey, how you doing?
Shout out Block Security. They're checking in. I'm sorry to cut you off, but they just checked in and they're super dope. So
it's all support, all love.
oh yeah, nah, they're super dope. We did a few different things with them. So if y'all need protection, that personal protection service, or if you need just security for your venue or event, definitely make sure you holla at them. It's protected by Block on Instagram. So definitely tune in and DM them and for your needs.
She's got connections to everybody. So, the fact that she's even here right now talking to us, y'all listening, y'all really need to be paying attention, because I just feel like, she's definitely somebody that you guys want to have in the phone book. Be like, yo, I need her to find, and she'll do that. She'll find it. She's manager. She does that.
I appreciate it. Now, I mean, like I said, just got back from the A, and October is a busy month for me. So, like, I was happy to get A3. I mean, I don't mean to say it like that, but yes, I'm happy it's over and done with, right? Like, any event, like, you're happy to do it, but then you're just even more relief when it's done, right?
Yes.
That's just like anything. So next week I'll be in Jersey. I'll be in Jersey at DJ Drewski at his spot, The Movement, because we got Rich Dollars coming through, Gambino. Shout out to my girl Neighbor. And gonna be bringing down some Boston artists, so Cake Swag, JR Native, 99, he's supposed to come down, and my boy Visionary C from NYC, so he'll be there too, which would be super dope. So I got that in Jersey. Then I'll be right back here. We got an indoor pool party event that's happening. Then
that's in New Hampshire, right? The Splash Lounge.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then I got
rename that to the Splash Lounge before I get over there.
There you go. Yeah, you know what? Matter of fact, y'all should definitely pull up and come through for sure.
Yo, I
You know what
mean,
I'm saying? We could definitely do some things. And then after that, I'll be leaving, because then on the 28th, I'll be in Philly, because you already know, like, Chief Keef, that's one of my clients. That's my dude. So, he's going back on tour. So we got the 28th, that's in Philly.
Yep.
The 29th and the 30th is our Boston dates. It's a Live Nation tour. And then November 1st, we'll be in Providence at the Strand. So I'm actually looking for some openers for these dates. So, artists, if you out there and you're quality and, you know what I'm saying, you rocking with Chief, Mr. Sosa himself, definitely email me at turnerconsults101@gmail. Send me an EPK, send me a few links, you know what I mean? And we could definitely discuss and see if I can get you on one of those tour dates. But it's coming up, so definitely don't stay here, twiddle your thumbs, and think about it. I'm talking about hit me up in the next 24 to 48 hours if you serious. Please don't waste my time nor yours if you're not.
Yo.
And after Chief, then I'm hopping right on the Kevin Gates tour. So, and that's going to be wrapping up the end of October to the first week or two in November, so.
What a timeline. So, yes, here, you heard it here first from her herself. You need that opportunity. You want that shine, that exposure. I'm sure she can work with you. It's nothing to send an email. It ain't nothing to send an email. I send emails all day. So, I mean, you never know what type of opportunities you're going to run into or who you're going to meet at these events.
Oh, yeah.
So, hey, I like going to events. You never know. I like people be like, yo, is that Lane Linguini? Yo, come over and meet this person. I'd be like, yes.
That's right. No, that's in life. You never know.
Yes.
This is why I tell people all the time, you never know who you're going to meet, where, and when. So you should never have that attitude. You always got to be on your like, you know, because I mean, it's life, right? And you're a real person. So you go through things. So, you know, I think up north, we're more uptight, right? And I tell people that because, you know, some people be like, oh, down south's way better or this person's that. And I'm just like, yeah, we from up north. So we're used to being a little more uptight because we're used to people wanting something from us or whatever the case may be. But at the same standpoint, when you're in the industry or when you're in the field that you're in, you have to be mindful that, you know, there may be somebody just coming up to you to say, hey, or somebody that just, you know, like I'll get a lot of attention because of my nails. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people,
Bling queen.
I had some chick came up to me like, yo, I know you. And I'm like, okay. Yeah.
How do you do?
From where? Like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? So, and she's like, no, from Instagram. Like, I know your hands. And I'm like, oh, okay, that's some new shit. But, you know, all right, yeah. All right, what's up? How
You're
are
not
you?
out here
You know what I'm
recognized by
saying?
your fingertips.
Right. So, you know, just be kind to everybody. You never know. Sometimes just a smile or a hello go a long way. You don't never know what somebody's dealing with inside. Just because they're smiling on the outside doesn't mean that they're necessarily happy in the inside, you know?
Exactly. Yo, and hey, all of that was great insight, great A3C knowledge, great real life splish too. You know, if everybody was listening, I hope you guys could all relate to that. You know,
Right.
make sure y'all just take it as a what? Take it as a FYI, right? That's what you said.
I take everything as an FYI, and you know that.
Exactly. You know, that's how you learn. You know, observe, sit, pay attention, and make sure that you know you're gonna make it happen. And one day you're gonna become one of those people that everybody want to see, everybody want to talk to, everybody want to, you know, get to know. That's how you know you got the sauce. Yo, so you know, real quick, we're gonna play two more. We're gonna play "Sauce" by King Constantine and come back. Miss SK is gonna do her split shouts, and we're gonna bring up the next guest. Hopefully, you know what I'm saying. So,
That's fine.
Lane Linguini,
Your boy Billy Brinks. You already know.
man, Brinks.
Yeah, you know, the Brinks truck. Continue.
Yep, and you know, of course, special guest over here.
And you already know it's your girl, New England's Bling Queen, Miss SK. I want to thank y'all for always. Y'all already know y'all a family at this point. Yes. Lenny and Billy, you know what I'm saying, for having me come through, just letting y'all like kind of let me recap, I should say, A3C a little bit, letting you know a few things to come. Keep it locked. You can always follow me on Instagram. That's MYS_SK. Email me your EPK. That's at Turner Consults 101@gmail.com. Like I said, I got the Chief Tour coming up. And that's Chief Keef, that is. You know, and email me your EPK because I may be able to get you on the tour, or at least some part of it. So let's talk.
We should actually probably just do split shouts right now. Sorry, I couldn't really read. I'm just trying to read that. But if you got any split shouts real quick, you know what I'm saying, then we can break to commercial.
Really just you know, I'm gonna just shout y'all out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out you guys over here at the moment. You know what I'm saying? I definitely know we got some things coming. Shout out my mother, since I was already talking about her. You know what I'm saying? Oops, excuse me. Shout out GIs though. So follow GIs. I know y'all been seeing me. That's the whole Inspire campaign. The visual is releasing tonight at Jamie 94.5 at 11 o'clock. So shout him out. I want to shout out JR Native. He's been working. I'm on his back. We about to really get into it. And also I want to shout out Q-Breath and God's Warrior, because down in the A, they wasn't only just artists, but they're also my friends, and they held me down for sure, you know. And one last person is shout out my homegirl from Jersey, Tatanisha. You know what I'm saying? She did her thing with one of the events with me, so I appreciate all y'all.
Yo, and a round of applause is for y'all, so you already know. Hey, and you know, one day you might do some work. Y'all might get a splish on the radio too.
Yep.
Y'all might get that sauce. But yeah, that's how that goes.
Hey.
Miss SK, New England's Bling Queen in the building. Billy Biscuit, Lane Linguini. This is the Moment Radio on Dacypher Radio.
Hey.
Wow. Yo.
What's wrong, Billy?
What is this?
Dacypher Radio.
Shout out, get it, gang. Constantine, man.
it took so long to get here. All the trials and tribulations I've been through. Dog, I should never losing money, stacking money, when everything is just falling in line. Too much sauce, I don't need fame. Had to level up, couldn't stay the same. I'm like Al Capone, I don't play games. Now I'm stacking big faces, used to work for Chum G. Okay now, too much sauce, I don't need fame. Had to level up, couldn't stay the same. I'm like Al Capone, I don't play games. Now I'm stacking big faces, used to work for Chum G. Had to learn this money over everything. Don't promise nobody a single thing. I'm leveling up to the finer things. Taking off, no jet plane. Get to the bad, don't complain. Wake up feeling like I am the man. Squad ready like the Taliban. Never will I ever lose again. Focused on money, my dividends. Street and book smart, that's the perfect blend. I don't really got too many friends. I don't got time for no loose ends. I don't follow, I make trends. Elevated to a kingpin. Been had the sauce you didn't peep it then. Now they beg for my time, but I just decline. Forget how to love, but I mastered the grind. So much money, I can't bend my wallet. Gaining money and I'm gaining knowledge. Quitting and stopping was never an option. Gotta stay focused, no time for slacking. Stop complaining and I got to plotting. Don't watch it happen, learn to make it happen. You need more than talent, gotta have the passion. You'll never see me in a paddy wagon. Smooth criminal like a Michael Jackson. Don't get played like a game of Madden. Strike fear like a fire dragon. Be ready for anything, anytime. Don't let depression ever cloud your mind. Do my damage in the carbine. You can struggle with time like a bottle of wine. Too much sauce, I don't need fame. Had to level up, couldn't stay the same. I'm like Al Capone, I don't play games. Now I'm stacking big faces, used to work for chump change. Too much sauce, I don't need fame. Had to level up, couldn't stay the same. I'm like Al Capone, I don't play games. Now I'm stacking big faces, used to work for chump change. I wanna have it all but not lose myself. Don't accept limitations, aim for the top shelf. Always hot in my city, but I never do melt. I defy all odds, I wear a champion's belt. I praise the Almighty, He was there when no one helped. But out of love with the world, she was damaging my health. Your mind and body won't survive all the pain I felt. Never boast or brag, gotta move with stealth. At the bottom of the bottom, every day a different problem. Got a brilliant mind, so I'ma solve them. Make ends meet, hardly ever sleep. Can't rest cause I wanna eat. Think my greatest sin is gluttony. Consistently chasing this currency. Pushing my limits like Bruce Lee. They hate on me because I am the man. Since the age of 7 had to be a man. It be hot in my city, no frying pans. Asking the Lord for a helping hand. The devil's all up in my ear again. Gotta stay as strong as titanium. Get out your feelings in your cranium. Can't wait till I sell out a stadium. Too much sauce, I don't need fame. Had to level up, couldn't stay the same. I'm like Al Capone, I don't play games. Now I'm stacking big faces, used to work for chump change. Too much sauce, I don't need fame. Had to level up, couldn't stay the same. I'm like Al Capone, I don't play games. Now I'm stacking big faces, used to work for chump change.
Dacypher Radio.
I stay up every night. I got demons chasing me every night. Keep a blind eyes roll by my side. Take a hit, that's nice. I stay up every night. I got demons chasing me every night. Keep a blind eyes roll by my side. Take a hit, that's nice. Hold on, I'ma sip it till it's gone. Roll one, I'ma smoke till it's done. Chosen, I'm the chosen one. Was frozen, my neck and my arms. I need blue eyes, cause my pockets looking real slow. Blue eyes, it's what I wake up every day for. What I wake up every day for. Blue eyes. I stay up every night. demons chasing me every night. Keep a blood that's roll by my side. Take a hit, that's nice. I stay up every night. Yeah. I got demons chasing me every night. Keep a blood that's roll by my side. Take a hit, that's nice. Blue faces, who's chasing? I'm in the kitchen, let's flip it before the cops come. I can't go back to the hole. I got dreams, I got goals. Make your moves, no one knows. Stay low, you hop on my business, you gon' need a halo. Couple shots, now your man's breathing free or slow. Blue faces, blue faces. I stay up every night. I got demons chasing me every night. Keep a blood that's roll by my side. Take a hit, that's nice. I stay up every night. I got demons chasing me every night. Keep a blood that's roll by my side. Take a hit, that's nice. Yes.
Hey guys, this is Dacypher Studio. We're located at 342 Pavilion Street, Mattapan, Mass. 02126, and we provide professional studio sessions, productions, mixing, and mastering. If you'd like to get your project done, please contact us now at 857
No, that is true. That is true.
263-1314, 857
That's exactly what happened at the
263-1314. See y'all soon.
That's what you say. I ain't get it.
Get down. Get down is a button. I need that. I ain't get it. I ain't get it.
I'm like,
Yo.
you ain't got it.
I sent it to you. Yeah. What's poppin'? What's splishing? You know, we back at the Moment Radio, and we got a new guest in the building, another guest. Yo, and you already know I ain't really one for introducing people because I don't know what they want me to say, so I'm gonna let them do it themselves. You know, they can go ahead and put all the titles they want, all the quotations they need.
Well, my name is A&B African Man born.
What's up?
Born in Boston, but African by nature, Nubian by nature. Hip hop culture, you know, this is who I am. You know, just been around for a long time, but just watching the game change and just doing my part to save the culture of it.
Who watches The Watchmen? Right? No, that's amazing. No, I'm glad. When I know, and you know, I've seen I was making the flyer, and I've seen this number 1979. I think it was.
Yeah.
Is that so? For you guys that don't know, I am a person that makes flyers, and I go look for pictures. So that means whoever I made a flyer for, I've seen a lot of your pictures. But there's one stood out a lot. The 1979 was in this way, upside down, not upside down, but up and down, left and right, on a lot of the things. So I feel like that's something I want to talk about.
Well, 1979 is the year I was born. So that you know, and for me, it's I put the symbol of Anubis there. Anubis is a Egyptian deity that represents the air sign in sun cycle. So it's a sun cycle sign, and it's also a personality, and it fits my personality as far as the way I carry my music. Anubis is pretty much an Egyptian deity that carries the soul from the above world to the underworld. He's a conductor.
Okay.
So with my music, I feel like I'm carrying people from death to life. That's the whole purpose of having him, using that energy to build people's minds and lift themselves up and save themselves. So.
That, not gonna lie, that's amazing. I did not see that coming from that, but that's dope because you do that. You know, we
I do my best.
Hey, it's happening to rain. You know what I mean? I know the songs. You know what I'm saying? I know the songs.
In your face?
Yeah, it's happening. I know that one. You did that evolution of hip hop, so it's cool. And I've seen you perform that song a couple times, and people are always like, "Yeah, what are you talking about? What's going on?
What they
Talk
wanna
to
know.
me more." Yeah, and that's cool. Like you have that analogy because it's literally like that. Mm-hmm. It is like that.
Everything's in your face. Everything. And like when you talk about In Your Face, that song, I actually wrote that song in 2012. That was on the MC album. So if you go on AfricanManBorn.com, you'll see all my albums. And on the music side, you'll see every album and you'll see the mixtapes. And on that was actually the last song that I put on the album. Because when my producer is genius, Montez the Genius Kirkland. I don't know if you heard.
Oh, I have heard. He's been tagging a lot of things I've seen.
Yeah. So he's my producer. He does all of my music. Matter of fact, he hit me up before we was over there, and he hit me up because he's making some beats for me and stuff like that. And it's just like he's showing me that beat, and I just had something to write, and it just went perfect. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's still relevant to today. It's 2012. We're in 2019, almost in 2020.
That was 7 years, 8 years later.
Yeah.
It's still happening right in your face.
It's happening.
I was about to say, like, if anything, I feel like it's more relevant now than it was in 2012.
Back then, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, because of the, from my perspective, listening to it, it's just like, it just goes so well with the times right now, because of all these things. If you pay attention to the news, all these data dumps, all these secrets, everything's coming out like, what's been going on behind the scenes, So I just feel like when I listen to that song now, it just resonates so hard with me. But that's all I wanted to say.
I mean, it's the purpose of the song is to pretty much awaken people from the sleeping state that they're in. Most people in society are in a sleepy state. They're like and some of the things that we say in spell a kingu, which is pretty much a term in Sumerian. You know what I'm saying? So you said spill a kingu. That's why you never really call somebody a king, because king is sleep. All right. So when you say sleep, right?
Oh, my bad.
When you say sleep,
Sorry.
you're saying that a person that rules, right? They're ruling in a state of sleep. They're ruling people in that sleep state. That's why they worship the king, when that's not really something you want to give reverence to yourself.
Okay.
Ain't dealing with a deity principle. We don't really like to say God principle, but these are words we use in order to define and help people understand. Because people understand the word God, they understand the word king, but they don't really understand the word pharaohs. They don't understand the word deity.
Okay.
When you break down those veils, you start to teach people based on what they know. Not what you know, what they know. So, because what you know is going to help them expand on what they know. So that's why when I say, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, exactly. So when I say God MC, it's a different principle of being God MC. You know what I'm saying? It's you doing for your people to bring life. You know what I'm saying? As opposed to just saying that I'm the nicest MC. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I do that too, because I come from that element. But when it comes to the actual teaching, I'll give you knowledge because that's my job.
Right.
At that point, the rap is that job of rap is to take that knowledge and be like, give it to the people. You know what I'm saying? Let them ask questions, and then when they ask questions, I break down what we have to do. You know what I mean? To the best of my ability.
Okay. So I know you were saying that when the king is doing his thing, he's ruling in their sleep, or the people are asleep or whatever. So, are you saying would you go as far as to say that you yourself could be said king, said God, said pharaoh, said whatever, because you could be that person that gives back, like God or a pharaoh?
Well, we got to understand that I'm all of that and more, and so are you. See what I'm saying? So when it comes to saying you're king, when somebody addresses me and they be like, "Peace, king," I know where they're coming from, so I don't beat them in the head with knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't even beat people in the head that do know, because it's a term that they're using and their intentions is what's important.
Exactly.
See, our ancestors and our overseers and what you say, gods and goddesses or whatever, they look at your intentions. They don't look at your like what you have on. They don't look at what you think you know. They want to know, how pure are you? Are you ready for this knowledge? And are you going to be able to give it to the people to help them? Are you going to raise the children? You see what I'm saying?
Uh-huh.
And you only get those gifts to a higher level when nature.
Okay.
In religion, we say God.
Yep.
In like certain religions, actually. In Jewish religion, they'll say like theos, right? Which is a theory. Where you get the word theory from? They're actually talking about the theory of God. You know what I'm saying? Then you're talking about When you're talking about Allah, that's Arabic for God. You know what I'm saying? So you talk about Jehovah and all these names. These are just words that they use for God. But I say nature because nature created everything in existence. Nature is, all is. You know what I'm saying? So that when you're talking about those things, you're not able to develop the way you are if you don't have a balancement of yourself and saying, I'm going to do this for people. Like there's certain
give
levels of
back.
success that people have. But when you look at the backstories of their success, you always hear the people that come out and expose those people for who they are, right? As opposed to those who don't really necessarily make it in the mainstream.
Ah, okay.
They're the ones that's out here for the people because they're sacrificing their career for those like Dick Gregory's and the Stokely Carmichaels and
Right,
those
right,
type
right.
of people. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
So that's the mission that I'm on is pretty much through hip hop. I would be that Muhammad Ali. I would be that Dick Gregory, but I'll do it my way. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's what's up.
So people that don't like it, I'm just like,
Oh well.
oh well, buddy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
But
I
I'm
hear
also
that.
careful. You know what I'm saying? I'm also careful because some people are sensitive. So I always gotta like when I when I do the podcast, I do my podcast. I'm very direct, but for people that watch, I'm like, let me just give information, because I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know if they're coming
Right,
from
right.
this, and then I'm just like,
I can't go to him
yeah.
because some
But
people don't like that.
I'll go ham on my CD though, like on the CD.
Yeah, of course.
That's my
your,
CD.
That's your art, right?
Yeah,
That's
they
what
ain't
I'm
paid
saying.
for it. I don't want to pay for studio time for that. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? Like,
I made that.
yeah, so
Definitely, no, hell yeah. I mean, for sure.
That's like something that is becoming more and more like harder to struggle with. Is like towing that line of what is too much.
Yeah.
What's too hardcore, what's too rough, what people are gonna be too sensitive to. You already know Lenny. Like I always throw in the disclaimer, like, people are people. They're gonna
Yo,
people have their own thoughts. People have their own whatever. So
and you know that.
And it's all really about understanding and being in a centralized mindset to understand that from this one point, we all looking at it different. It don't matter. It don't matter. So for you to really get mad and get really mad about what I'm saying, that's just like crazy. Like to a person like me, because it's like I already understand. Like you and I already wasn't looking at it the same way from the beginning.
We're already different.
It was already different.
Man, I try to connect with a lot of people as possible, just because I like to learn from people. You never know what somebody's gonna tell you. You know what I mean? Just you sitting right here, they host, and I'm like, yo, and it's cool because you're talking about it in this type of way, but I can relate that back to my type of thinking.
yeah.
So I can be like, oh,
But you always
Of
have
course.
to, and that's what I tell people too. And I say this to anybody, even people that are into what I study and into the culture of what, because there's many cultures. Black folks are vast in many cultures because we created all cultures. You know what I'm saying? So, but when you're talking about just being a free thinker, you also have to be responsible, because being free is not really free. Like when you say free, right? It still costs to be free. It costs you your friendships. It costs
Yes.
you money. It costs you. So what happens is,
message.
you know how many people I used to chill with as opposed to people I chill with now?
Yeah, I can only imagine that it's
Man,
like
very few.
I could turn around, but
Yeah, and
Hey.
and the reason why is because people's frequency is different. You know what I'm saying? So, like I tell people off the rip, I'm Sabian by culture, right? What is Sabian? It's still, I don't know if you heard of Dr. Malachi Z. York, Wapian Nation. I don't know if you heard about Ansar Allah community. It's the same community, and we change names over time based on what's going on. All right, and a lot
so
of the
you-
knowledge that
sorry.
we talk about is based on facts,
So-
right knowledge, right wisdom, right understanding, building sound, right reasoning.
is that like as you grow, you adapt?
Yes. Because I like the way you think. So when you say adapt,
yes.
it's like we change based on the time. Everything must change but time. And reason why we say but time, because time is always changing, right? But everything must change. So therefore, like, it's not all about the title of being what you call Nuwapian or Sabian. It's about the change of energy, change of shift, change of mentality, and also just recognizing who you are based on that. There's a history behind being what we are, because once you start to realize that all of us are the same people, you come from that lineage. You can tie yourself back to ancient Sabians or ancient Nubians, ancient Nubians, ancient Egyptians, even what you talk about Hebrew Israelites, ancient Hebrews, who they would be. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Who are the Jews? There would be the ancient Hebrews based on timeline and being Semitic. That's why black people can never be anti-Semitic. You know what I'm saying? You can't be anti yourself unless you're killing yourself. There's a lot of people that are anti-blacks because they're killing themselves, right?
Right.
But let's not forget that there's anti-whites that are killing themselves. There's anti-Chinese that are killing themselves. So when people use the black on black thing, black people are not the only ones killing themselves. But we have an issue because everybody's targeting us and blaming us for everything.
else.
And there is in line. Yes, we have to take responsibility. We definitely have to take responsibility because I don't have a reason to shoot a brother, right? But there's brothers that think they have a reason to shoot you, and we have to get to the bottom of that. Why are you doing that?
Yes,
Right,
we gotta abolish that reasoning or that craziness that's really going on, because it's every day. Every day somebody else is doing that, and every day somebody else is crying. Every day somebody else is going through stress that they don't need to be going through. And it's just wild, because at the end of the day, if everybody comes together, everybody owns most of whatever it is we're fighting over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's wild.
Bro, a lot of like younger black men, they have to understand that this whole thing is like a war of attrition. You know what I'm saying? This is all about the numbers. Like, it's all about the numbers. So
We play attrition
yeah, so
on Titanfall.
yeah.
That's crazy. I
And-
just realized what that means. Go ahead. I learn something new every day, guys.
Yeah, and it's like, you know, we already are being inundated with poisons and pollution, all that stuff already as it is,
Exactly.
you know. So that's made me think about a question I wanted to ask you, A and B. That like, do you feel like should be more? Like, how much more do you feel our music needs to be more pushing those type of messages and being like on that type of wavelength? Like, do you feel like that's going on in music at all, or is it just totally lacking?
It depends on where. So, all right. I'm always going to feel like we need to balance it out. So, to answer that question, yes, I feel like we need to direct our message to more inspiration and doing better, especially with the situation when you're looking at, like, you know, whether you agree with Mr. 45 or you don't, he's not the main issue. The main issue is that we've been divided, conquered, destroyed, culture been snatched from us, raped, pillaged, all that stuff way before 45 became 45.
Yes.
You see what I'm saying? So even when 44 was there, we didn't have a lot going on for ourselves but him being in office.
Right,
And we had 43 who was there, cheated to get in, you know what I'm saying? Then we have 42 who everybody said was the first black president when he was clearly white, right? And he was doing things that was considered stereotypically black. You see what I'm saying? So knowing this information, right, and knowing your history and your current history on that, yeah, we need to do more. We need to do more music that's dedicated to inspiring minds for the future. What I think how we do that is independence. I don't
Yes.
think we should go to the music industry because the music industry's already been tainted. The music industry's been tainted when they started doing it. The music industry started in 1917 by a Turkish man who was taking sounds and capitalizing off of them.
Wow.
That's how it started. All right, I learned this from Supreme. If y'all know Supreme Richardson,
Shout out to Mr. Management.
I learned that from him. Because he studies this stuff, and he taught me this in a meeting. And the music industry was always about stealing sound. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you have American Music Awards, they're celebrating the theft of sound. This the Grammys celebrate the theft of sound. You know what I mean?
that's
So if you
crazy.
win an award, they're saying we're giving you an award for giving us your sound. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Will Smith was the first one rap artist that they stole his sound, and said, "Here's an award for it, Negro." You see what I'm saying? But then at the same time, they said, "We're not going to let you come to because remember that in 1991, I think they didn't.
Yeah,
allow them-
they weren't doing that.
They didn't let him come to the Grammys to accept the award. So Public
Right.
Enemy and them actually pretty much protested against it. You know, and Will Smith was only 19. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for that type of history, you know what I mean?
I love learning.
When you look at that type of history, yeah, we're supposed to be doing music to counter that.
Yeah.
So we should all be having like podcasts. Like I have a podcast. I have 2 podcasts. I have A&B TV Live, which is on Facebook, which is what I'm on now.
Oh, okay.
Right? And then A&B Live, which is going to air November 19th. I just did it in my house.
That's
you
what's
know
up. That's what's
so
up.
hopefully it gets bigger to
Yes.
a point where I'm in something like this. You know what I mean? So that's,
Yeah.
but we should be doing that and supporting those like this show.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So you hear that? This show, the moment.
And that show too.
Yeah, and the show. You know what I mean? They be wanting to cuss me out on my show, but
Hey,
it's funny.
I mean that's because you're doing something right. You making
You know,
people know they gotta know what's going on.
So but that's what my show is. It's balancement. It's universal message of just inspiring minds. So that pretty much answers your question. Yeah, we should be doing our own. We should be inspiring people more often. I'm all into the street music though. I like street. I like I was a big Biggie fan. I was a big ODB fan. These dudes was not positive like that. Let me tell you that right now. But I love their music. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's a balancement though.
Yes.
You know, and back in the 90s, there was a balancement. You heard the Nas, you heard the Keros ones, you heard the Rakims, but you also heard Hammer, you heard Vanilla Ice, you heard all of those. So there was a balancement.
All the avenues.
Yeah, so we need to balance it more than just all be positive, because then it will saturate with self-righteousness. And when you talk about self-righteousness, people saying, well, I'm closer to God than you are. I'm closer to God than you are. You don't want So then it creates a negative again, because that's how the universe works.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Well, with that being said, let's get some positive splish up in here then. 'Cause I know you got some songs that you want to go ahead and get everybody thinking for, because I know we got people watching, we got people listening. So, and I want to hear the songs again, because, I always enjoy your music. You already know that. And if you don't know that, you know it now. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I knew that. Y'all came.
Yeah, you already know,
So what I'll do is I'll give you this new one that I've been putting out. I just did it on Sunday. I actually recorded it on Sunday and put it out on Sunday.
That's another new release that we're getting.
So if you went on Facebook, you see a song. It's called Soul Sabian. All right, you know how there's a Soul Boston Challenge.
Yes.
Soul Brooklyn Challenge by Casanova and Fab, which is a dope song. I did 2 songs. I did a Soul Boston one, and I did a Soul Sabian one based on my culture. You know what I'm saying? So,
Nice.
and pretty much it's pretty much me speaking through the culture in hip hop form.
Hey, and that's what we need. We need a lot of people to do that, because a lot of people aren't going to listen unless it's through that avenue,
Yeah.
So, hey, as long as it's, I'm ready for it.
All right.
Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it?
Of course I am.
Everybody's ready for it. Let's get it. All right, well, you know what I'm saying? As always, Lane Linguini.
Billy Biscuit.
Of course.
African man born.
Of course. We're going to play his song next, So everybody's doing that soul challenge. Some stuff right here for y'all to be listening to. Make sure y'all pay attention and tune in. Oh, shit. You, my bad. I got to drop this real quick. And then you can drop it.
What is this?
Dacypher Radio.
This is the Sabian version. Not a challenge. I'm so Sabian. I'm just connected to the universe, man. Yo, let's do this all together. Yo. I am so Sabian. I'm different with the rhyming thesis. This is my track, stay connected to my Sabaeans. I'm so Sabian, not European. My life is meaning, and every bit of my energy's for the masses' freedom. Pada Bab gave my people the facts. My raps are authentic, comedic. I'm on the path of walking right through the fire. Fire shots at these liars, lying about the people and make these devils retire. Lyrically set the rules. I make moves, propagate to build a bunch of schools. I'm dropping jewels. I'm speaking real life into you goons. I keep it true. My mental is a powerful tool, never sporadic. Learning to speak sabbatic, constellations and stars are vibing to what I'm rapping. I was so Boston on the last track, I smashed that. Now I'm Soul Garden, I passed that. It's Patarak. I'm so Sabian. My consciousness would never be fooled by any demon. I'm so Sabian. I don't think about the negative thoughts from all these beings. I am so Sabian. You can never understand what it is unless you breathe it. I am so Sabian. We don't pray to any god, I be the god, no more believing. I'm not afraid to check a white man, a black man, China man, or an Indian. Most of these mankind's people wanna draw me in, kill my character like rage of a simian. I'm so being, my mission is fix the meaning. Lyricists of the century giving them 9 reasons. United States president practicing 9 treasons, messing up on everything on the planet. I know you see it. I am aware of what the problem is. Right knowledge reigns supreme over novices. Call me Professor Dr. A and B in colleges. My confidence is Osiris or Fatah with it. Heart on moon, writing lyrics to the thug grooves. 9-mind music therapy, I keep it true. I am the centerpiece since 2003. I built the legacy, raising souls, feel that energy. Free Dr. York with a force, 9 memories. 9 enemies can never match against my pedigree. Yeah, I'm so being, using telekinesis, beating devils with lyrics, receiving the beat from genius. Yo, I'm so being, hip-hop version of Jesus. African man, vibe with a plan, driving my van, hitting every little show that I can to deliver right knowledge. Back on the track, my path is so real, surreal. I got a pill to build rap pyramids. True lyricist, you fearing this. Panadado speaking through the lyrics, it's my spirit. Shadow people talking, really fear it. This is not a competition, it's a mission. Your disposition is out of whack, so you need to listen. We need to close the distance and free the God up out of prison. Forget about the beef, I keep the rhyme and rhythm. The God of hip-hop to new wop, sabbatic thought. Elevated when I'm teaching on the block, right on the spot. Flowing when I'm rocking the spot. I don't care if you don't like me, that is sensitive talk. I'm so Sabian, so indigenous, so intrigued with helping the little seeds with the facts and degrees. I'm from the streets, raised to the master degree. Bring the master teacher home, all the bickering be, please. Let's unify our love. These people around the world need the master teacher's love to rise above the challenges, balancing all the tough events and situations the devil made for us. Yo, I'm so God, so hard to impress. All these people get upset when I don't respond to your bars. You need to get a job. In other words, you need to put your rapper to a stop. I don't do this for impressions at all. I only do this for improvement, so I give them the stars. Freedom fighter, holding the mic, I do it right. Y'all hate each other in your own tribe, and you claim you do it right. Nah, I'm not a hater, I love. I'd rather slam the lies. I'm so being, let's energize from Malachi. Yes, sir. I'm so being. My consciousness will never be fooled by any demon. Yo, I'm so being. I don't think about the negative thoughts from all these beings. I am so being. You can never understand what it is unless you breathe it. I am so being. We don't pray to any god, I be the god, no more believing. This African man born. So being. This is not a challenge. Just letting you know, there is no challenge for the gods, man. The only challenge for you is to become God. So, wake up. Black man, wake up. Black woman, wake up.
What is this?
Dacypher Radio.
Dacypher Radio.
Hey guys, this is Dacypher Studio. We're located at 342 Pavilion Street,
Dacypher
Mattapan,
Radio.
Mass.
Yeah. Yo, what are we living for? What are we dying for? We are learning in these schools, what are we trying for? We join gangs in the army, what we fighting for? Tangible relevance, dying for the president, nope. Soldiers dying for the House of Representatives, yo. Justice and freedom, not even Europeans are free. Just dumb, when the earth quakes, where you gon' run? When it rains, are you brave enough to swim in the floods? Devil's looking at me like I be a criminal, huh? Until I speak, now you leave like that is nuts. Until the hit the fan, now you wanna show love? White girls growing like they want me to shaking they butt, bopping to my music like you in touch. They want a blood link, no, I don't love snakes. I made that mistake once, get up out my face. Because you're fake, you just wanna take away and stay. Black man, it's happening right all in your face. Black woman, it's happening right all in your face. Wake up, it's happening right all in your face. Stand up, it's happening right all in your face. Black man, it's happening right all in your face. Black woman, it's happening right all in your face. Wake up, it's happening right all in your face. Stand Stand up, it's happening right all in your face. We in a sound spell, living in the bowels of hell. We chose and fell, regress from the glorious thrill to physicality, facing fatality. Yo, getting pulled over, cops wanna batter me and get accommodation for all the brutality. Slave trades converted to simple mastery. You want a job and a house and a car? Yeah. Here's a headache, car notes and a mortgage bill. Wanna go to school? Here's a student loan for real. You need permission from the devils just to go and chill. You need permission just to do some simple and build. Driver's license, marriage license, man, this is real. You getting high, smoking lie, or you popping pills? Some prescribed, some illegal, still they both kill. You still taking drugs, sipping on that coffee cup. Coca-Cola's, all these sodas with that diet stuff. Pushing dairies and the sugars on commercials, son. They messing with our food, yeah, they got our people food. But now it's time to wake up, this is music school. Stay awake, cause the truth is gonna raise the youth. Black man, it's happening right all in your face. Black woman, it's happening right all in your face. Wake up, it's happening right all in your face. Stand up, it's happening right all in your face. Black man, it's happening right all in your face. Black woman, it's happening right all in your face. Wake up, it's happening right all in your face. Stand up, it's happening right all in your face. It's time to wake the people up out of the sleep as the stars line up. Everybody can see that the planet here is shifted. Strange weather systems. Milk cartons always say somebody is missing. Reptilian gods, they came for their children. Read Revelations 14 if you hear this. You loving your religions, but religion's gonna kill them. Church is gonna fall, closing stores in the mall. This is planned out. Everybody's walking with their hands out. Overpacked shelters, housing will take forever. They stressing people to death. We think we living fresh with them Jordans on your feet and that gold on your neck. To get out of hand, putting burners to your chest. Oh, look who's dying now. Big time stars, wow. Michael Jackson, Whitney Houston, both gone now. They were used and abused, forced to hold a smile. Super Bowls are fixed, World Series fixed. NBA, NHL, yeah, it's all fixed. I sound crazy to a zombie cause his brain is fixed. To believe in anything that the devil flips. Black man, it's happening right all in your face. Black woman, it's happening right all in your face. Wake up, it's happening right all in your face. Stand up, it's happening right all in your face. Black man, it's happening right all in your face. Black woman, it's happening right all in your face. Wake up, it's happening right all in your face. Stand up, it's happening right all in your face. It's happening right all in your face. It's happening right all in your face. It's happening right all in your face.
What is this?
Dacypher Radio.
Hey guys, this is Dacypher Studio. We're located at 342 Pavilion Street, Mattapan, Mass. 02126, and we provide professional studio sessions, productions, mixing, and mastering. If you'd like to get your project done, please contact us now at 857-263-1314. 857-263-1314. See y'all soon.
Oh, damn! I thought that ended like call us now. You know, I clearly messed up. I played that ad so many times, man. It's ridiculous. But you heard two songs from A&B himself right here sitting in the studio with us right now at the table.
Yes.
It's amazing how much related, I don't know how to relate, how much you can relate to the music that's really going on. Like he was talking about, you know, bringing people to get them to think, basically, right? Mm-hmm. You know, and if you can think and you can understand what's going on, you can think for yourself and you can change your life. And I think that's what we all want.
That's the purpose. It should be the purpose.
Yeah. And if it ain't the purpose for you, then you clearly doing something not wrong. You just you could be doing it better. Mm-hmm. You know?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to tell you.
We all could be doing better. I mean, you know, that's why when certain people are meant to do things that they do. If you're a teacher, there's a certain skill of teaching that you have to understand that every great teacher is an even better student. So if you're not willing to learn, if you're not willing to put your ego in check, then you probably won't get far trying to teach. You're just regurgitating at that point. You want to be able to teach, but you also want to be able to learn and also improve your intentions.
This guy right here.
That's what it is, you know.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but this show is great. But I want to get on that show he's got for the podcast and the lives, the TV, because I feel like we can really go out there and just be like, yo, I'm gonna speak my mind right now. You know what I mean?
It's a raw podcast. It's raw. So there's a couple of phones that's up, a couple of cameras. Sometimes we get on Instagram and we get on both my Facebook. So and with interviews, I'll be letting people know when I'm doing them. And like I said, I do a nightly podcast, AMB TV live at 8, which is what I'm doing now on here.
That's amazing.
So kind of cross-referencing shows, you know what I'm saying?
Every day.
Every day, every weeknight.
Every weeknight,
Yeah,
yeah,
if I don't
that.
do it, I don't do it because I'm usually busy doing something. But I usually do it, and that really is just to get the live element of just people communicate with me. The AMB TV show, some of those shows will be on that because it's pre-recorded. Also, I play music on there, so they have to hit me up, and there's this whole procedure. They got to send me an image, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
You got to get the EPK, all that.
yeah, and then they got to put it. So, because when I edit it, I put it on there, and you're seeing their image and they're hearing the music, so people actually know who they are. So that's the whole with the podcast. So that's the AMB TV live every weeknight at 8 p.m. I talk about different things. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's serious. I just go in. The AMB TV show, the Black Light Session, that is airing November 19th. And it's going to be released every other week. So from the 19th, every other week, I come out with a new episode.
What's that?
A whole.
Light.
The Black Light is pretty much one of my albums was called The Black Light. My sixth album was called the MC3, The Black Light. So that was one of the albums that a lot of people gravitated towards, especially my wife.
Splish outs.
So that I use that, the Black Light, because a black light exposes white lint, white dirt. You know what I mean? So
all the messes.
You know what I mean? So that's pretty much, you know what I mean?
You can think for yourself, right? All the messes, all the messes.
All the dirt, I guess. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So the whole purpose is the black light exposes white lies. That's the whole theme of it. You know what I'm saying?
I would drop this mic, but this is expensive.
Yeah, so that's the pretty much the purpose of the black light. So that's why I call it the Black Light Sessions. We exposing things, we talking about things. And so when I have interviews, we just go raw. Don't worry about anything, but just say what all you gotta do is bring your free mind, and we go over as long as we can record.
Listen. I was gonna say, can we go ahead and bring our free minds to this space?
Yeah, and there'll be food there and everything. They'll see us. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna drop this mic all over the splish, all over the place.
Watch us grub and talk some splish.
Yeah, because I've been trying to do that for a while.
And that's what it is. So the AMB TV live every night at 8.
Word. And that's what's up. Because we need more of the podcasts and live TVs, the live shows. Like I said, to showcase like what's really going down. And people want to talk. People don't want to talk live.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So when you live and you talking, everything's gonna be out there for people to see. So you can get the problems handled. You can get the issues like more eyes on things. But people don't want to talk in private and then keep that to themselves and then get mad when nothing changes.
Mm-hmm.
So listen, you got this show. You got his show, 2 podcasts, live, everything. Just make sure you get your voices aired so we can help you make a better splish, because that's what everybody else is here trying to do. And if it's not what you're trying to do, then please don't tune in. I'm just kidding.
And don't be one of those people that's like,
I got a podcast, so I'm not gonna go on his because it's gonna take away from my own promotion.
no.
Collab,
The crossing of the
Yes.
splish, that's how
Yes.
people get out there.
Yes. Cross splish,
that's
man.
That's how that happens, So get out of your own butt crack and understand
'Cause
that,
we can't swear.
That's how it goes. For real. Look up any of these YouTubers, these famous
Yeah,
Instagram people,
yeah.
they work with each other.
Man,
And
come
that's how they get
through.
up, and they share each other's
And
crowds.
you can say whatever you want on my show. Can't
So
do
you
it
already
here.
know I'm ready to splish on down there,
Yeah,
because
you already
I've been
know.
trying to swear all since I started this.
Doing this, right?
So we'll make that happen as soon as possible. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, pay attention to the AMB TV live every night at 8 weekdays, and then pay attention to the TV show, the actual podcast, pre-recorded podcast, the AMB TV show, the Black Light Session from November 19th on.
Yes, Do that, because I'm going to be doing that. And I'm going to talk to y'all, because y'all been watching our show, except for that one, because our phone's dead. So if you ain't paying attention onto TuneIn Radio, you missing out on us right now. But if you're looking on the YouTube, you got all the splish right there. But with that being said, it's a sad 2 minutes, because we're going to have to go ahead and splish out. You know what I'm saying? So if you got some splish out, you want to go ahead and...
Well, splishes to everybody, man. Everybody that's paying attention, listening on the, on the internet over there, on the YouTube, on the live, on AMB TV Live. Splishes to my wife, who's always with me. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Most of the more.
What is that? What's that? OSSATHEMOOR?
You did that right?
Did I do that right? All right, word.
Yeah. And then, splish out to, Dacypher Radio for having us. Splish out to Rashida Brown.
Yeah.
Splish out to the whole, to Supreme Richardson, who just jumped on my live.
Mr. Management.
Splish out to all of hip-hop culture.
I do it for hip-hop.
Because we do this for hip-hop. And hip-hop is to unify. So everybody gets the splishes today.
Woo! Everybody gets the splishes today. You heard that? That's like a first in like the whole type of show that we've been going on for. That's lit. Everybody gets the splishes today. So I don't even got to do no splish outs, because everybody gets the splishes today.
Yep.
Unless you got some people you forgot. I don't know how you're going to forget. Everybody's getting it.
Everybody
You know
got
what I
it
mean?
today, so
Everybody got it
I don't
today.
need no extra splish today.
That's amazing. That's cool. You're A and
Splish outs to the
B.
future people.
The
'cause they
yo.
didn't get 'em. They didn't hear yet.
Hey.
But I got them.
Splish outs to everybody. Past, present, future.
Yep, everybody
You know
get
what I'm
it.
saying? Everybody get it today. And that's cool. That's I'm telling you, that's the first time we've ever gotten everybody to get a splish out. That's lit. I wish I had my lit. I love it. I don't even know what to do now to end the show, because you kind of ended the show
Hang it
yourself.
up.
You know, that's it. Just, bye.
Just hang it up.
Yes, but but no BS though. It is It is time to be up out of here. It's time to splish out.
Yes.
But yes, everybody gets to splish tonight, because everybody's important. Everybody's splishing. Everybody's doing their own thing today, and that's what we try to do. That's what we want to happen. Damn, I really don't know how to end the show, because I would just be like, "Any other splish outs?" But that's it.
Bye. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Till next week.
So you already know who it is. It's Lane Linguini
Billy Biscuit.
and our special guest tonight.
African Man Boy.
Yes. So if you want to go ahead, actually, I know how to end the show. Tell us where we can find you, and we're going to leave after that.
Go on AfricanManborn.com to see everything from the show, A&B TV, to the albums, to Facebook at African Man Born Music is where the show pretty much is broadcasted.
Yep.
And you can connect with me there, and also business-wise, hit me up on there. I have business cards. I have everything.
Yep.
Yes.
And definitely, indulge in this man's website, because he's definitely worked
Please.
hard to get all this stuff in order for you guys to be able to navigate smoothly. So
And he's
indulge.
always teaching some new splish too. Like always some stuff that you ain't really thinking about, but you have questions about or something like that. I feel like he is the person to watch. And then you can just be like, yeah, what about this? You have a whole conversation. You have a whole thing that you want to hear about, a whole thing you want to talk about. So you know what I'm saying? Watch out for the podcast and the live. Watch out for the moment radio. Watch out for all the other events we got coming up, because Boston is splishing. And I don't care what nobody else says. Boston's on the map, because that's how it goes. I'm going to say it first. People are going to be coming here in the next couple months, so be ready for that. Lane Linguini.
Oh, Billy Biscuit once again.
And our special guest, you already know.
Yeah, African Man Boy.
And that's it, yo. Make sure y'all catch us up next Thursday.
Yes.
Every Thursday, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., And we always got some good stuff for y'all. I always got some good people for y'all to talk to and adapt to the change and learn from. That's how we do it.
So, also make sure to like, share, subscribe. Shout outs to Nux. And just stay updated with us. Follow all the pages. Follow my page. Follow Lenny's pages.
Follow African Man Born's pages,
yep,
also
yep.
the more.
Yep,
You know what I
all
mean?
of
Everybody. Miss SK.
Everybody's.
Miss Savage. I'm saying everybody that's a part of the day. Everybody's a part of the show all the time. The people that are on the show are always part of the show because we're always gonna reconnect. So keep up with that. Keep up with us. And as always, stay in the moment because everything else is just not as important.
It's already done.
Yo, next Thursday, deuces.
What is this?
Dacypher Radio.
Hey, that probably take 'em.